Hello, my name is Kevin Hood and I'm with IBM Analytics. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to instantly provision two fully managed data store services out on IBM Bluemix, which is IBM's world-class leading open standards cloud platform for building, running, and managing apps and services. The use case today surrounds an insurance company's need to effectively scale for and capture multiple types of data, including customers' accident info, picture data of the accident, weather, and location info from an auto insurance claim mobile app. Secondly, the customer needs to have this data in a data platform that easily supports high performance analytics. Let's see how easy and effectively this is achieved with IBM Cloud Data Services on Bluemix. First thing you need to do is simply just get signed up. And to get signed up, all you need to do is type in IBM Bluemix, click on the link for the bluemix.net, and you're brought out to the IBM Bluemix homepage where you can create your free trial account just by simply clicking on Create Free Account. That'll last for 30 days. There's no use for anything except maybe putting in a credit card. Other than that, you're up and running within seconds. Now, since I already have an account, I'm simply just going to log in here. And just like that, I'm out in my own IBM Bluemix console, where I've already created a mobile application to capture my insurance claim data at the point of an accident. But what I don't have here is I don't have an ability to capture my data effectively, as well as being able to scale across that many users who need to submit all sorts of types of data into the app. And the other piece of this is I really don't have an analytics database platform to do high-end analytics. So those are the two services I'm going to add. Let me show you just how easy that is to tie these services to that mobile app. So I'm going to open up the mobile application itself. And here is some information about the mobile app written in JavaScript, managed completely out here in my Bluemix environment. And to tie it to a couple of different data service options, I'm simply just going to create or click Connect New. And here now you can see the power of IBM Bluemix in terms of the number of services it offers you around mobile, data and analytics, our Watson services, our Internet of Things, APIs, storage, security, etc. There's over 120 services already pre-configured for you to use free of charge. What I'm going to go after is something in our data and analytics area. And I need the ability to effectively capture mobile data in a kind of a document NoSQL store, if you will. And that's best done with our Cloudant NoSQL database. So I simply just open that up, come in here and give it a name. There's some information about it if you want to read more, but basically this supports capturing mobile data really effectively and being able to scale across that type of data as well. Down at the bottom here are some of the different plans you can choose from. I'm just going to go with the free light plan for now and simply choose Create. Okay, you can see from the green light that our app is now up and running and associated with my Cloudant NoSQL database. So let's just quickly open up my Cloudant NoSQL database so you can get a quick view of all the options we have using Cloudant. And we get an overview dashboard of our throughput, our provisioning, stored database. If we click through this, we can see we have databases that we have in play. We've got a claims database ready to capture data. Now let's go out to that insurance claim app, which I'm displaying here on my laptop for purposes of the demonstration. But here I have my insurance claim information and a summary of everything I've entered for the claim. So here's my my customer information, my policy information, car information, some of the accident visuals, which in this case I didn't upload any pictures for this claim submission. And then location and weather conditions. So not only does it bring in the weather information, but it brings in my exact location of the accident. So now I'll simply just submit the claim. And that is being sent back and captured in our NoSQL database, or in this case, Cloudant. So let's go back to Cloudant and see how we captured that mobile app data. So if I refresh the screen real quick, we'll notice now that we have one claim that has been captured in our claims database. And if I go ahead and open up this document, which by the way is a JSON document, but you can just think of it as a document or record of our claim that we just entered at the point of accident. And so here I have my, again, my customer location information, my address, the car I was driving, some information about the accident, all the way down to what type of weather we were having at the time and my exact location of the accident at the time. One thing you might notice about this is that this is data that is effectively captured in a no schema format. And what that means is it's just easy to capture this data for mobile applications. It works very well with mobile applications. However, this data isn't too conducive for doing high performance analytics. So what we'll want to do is we'll want to create a service where we can do high performance analytics. So let's go back into my Bluemix environment and let's create a new connection and tie that to my mobile application as well. And so now I'm back in my catalog of services that I get to choose from. I'll go to Data Analytics. And I will look for, in this case, my dashDB offering, which is dashDB for Analytics. I know that this service can be used for doing all sorts of high performance analytics, advanced analytics, and database analytics, and is really conducive for business intelligence tools, or if you're running any type of algorithms or looking for patterns and relationships. And again, instant provisioning, we have a couple of different plans and pricing options for us to choose from. All I need to do is just hit the create button, and within a matter of seconds, the service is created. And now we're back to my mobile app plus two new data store repository services. The first one being my NoSQL database or Cloudant, the second one being dashDB for Analytics. Now, let's see how we convert that data that we just captured in Cloudant into a usable format to do analytics. Back in Cloudant, I just simply come over to my Analytics tab. I create a warehouse. I choose dashDB. I enter my login information, give it a name, and type in the name of the database I want to capture, in this case, claims database. I also want to just make sure that I have all the fields I want coming over, so I'm going to click on Customize Schema. And I'm going to choose from an existing service. This is the new dashDB service I created. I'll choose Create Warehouse. And so within a matter of minutes, this is tied now into my dashDB Analytics database where I can do high performance analytics. And what it's doing really is taking that JSON document or that kind of unstructured data that you saw before in the claim and converting it into a columnar format or a table, if you will, that we can do all sorts of SQL queries against. We can run in-database analytics. We can use advanced algorithms or open source analytics with R or business intelligence tools, you name it. It's now available as a data source to do all your high-performing analytics. Now, as I mentioned before, we can adjust the fields that come into this database. So I'm going to choose Customize Claims and just give it a quick run through to make sure there's nothing in there that isn't conducive to coming over into a column or a database. So we'll choose Run. Okay, and now that my dashDB instance is up and running, I can open up my dashDB instance directly from the Cloudant interface. And you notice we have a couple of options here. We can load data, we can work with tables, we can run SQL. You notice that we also have some menu tabs over here. Here's some of the advanced analytics in our integration with some open standards around R scripts and objects, as well as some administrative settings, connections, etc., and run SQL. If you'd like to learn more about dashDB for Analytics Warehouse, we can certainly talk about that later. I can point you to a video to take a deeper dive into dashDB. For now, though, let's take a look at our tables. And here we have that same data that we looked at in Cloudant, but now in a table definition format with columns and row names, and we can browse that data. And here we have that exact same claim that we saw in Cloudant, now in a nice database that we can do high-performing analytics on. So just to recap, we basically deployed two different types of data store options within IBM Cloud Data Services. One, dashDB for Analytics Warehouse, and two, Cloudant for capturing our mobile app data, all within IBM Bluemix, all managed and integrated in one single solution. To wrap up today, I just want to point out that what you saw today was essentially faster innovation. We did instant provisioning, which can save weeks of data center setup, a pay-as-you-go with no big upfront capital investments, and in this case, we even went free with a trial version for 30 days. And then a lower risk of failure, fully managed 24/7 so you can focus on new development. My name is Kevin Hood. Thank you so much for your time.